I've always told people, I can't change your belief. It's still your role. Like you have to change what you believe about it. Sorry to bust our religious mind. Even God does not change people's belief. What it does is that it gives them enough knowledge or information so that they can make the change they need in their beliefs. Like that. So it's you when you go back and you see how you can embrace new beliefs about this thing. Then the second part I want to share is that now when excellence is not in your culture, it's actually a lot of work. I mean, when I drive through countries or through cities, in our own and outside, I can measure the architecture of thoughts. That you can look at that as the architecture of thoughts that set up the city of Lagos. Is it designed with excellence, even though it's a center of excellence?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We talk about this excellence everywhere. In fact, in the study has said that we've got to know that about 70% of organizations in a particular sector excellence as their core value. So
Mm-hmm.
it's an overflow concept. But we look at it, we feel disconnected from it. So I say to people, if excellence is not in your dominant culture, I mean the culture of what you see around, you have extra work to do in order to create the mindset and the mind frame of excellence in your life. You've got to literally walk back from this DNA concept I'm going to share with you tonight and see how you can create high standards, how you can live for quality, how you can move life from where it is, and you can have a desire for a better and a very qualitative life, which is what you desire. The next thing I want to share with you is that because the culture is not excellence prevalent, you might become or feel undeserving of excellence
Mm.
and think it's out of your reach, that it's too much. I don't need this. This is too much. So that's the reaction somebody gets when they have been deprived long about of standards, of beauty, of high quality. And when they see, they're like, ah, this is too much. In fact, some people even get angry that they are wasting money.
Mm.
So you get to some estates in this same city, you see the level of, yeah, the word is quality, the word is beauty, the word is you see the level of exceeding expectation in town. And some people just get angry. See, they wasted money, and the way the
Mm.
Yoruba puts it is very sensitive. You see where the culture is coming from. It says one room almost see there, yeah. That
Mhm.
is, they destroyed money there. And for me, on the face of the heart, the human being is still the greatest asset. He or she deserves the best. I mean, look at your body, look at your frame. You know, the body is still a mysterious machine.
Mm.
It feeds on something. It gets regenerated with 8 hours sleeps in a day. It thinks of ideas. It can create. So if you look at the complexity of the human system, the heart functions, the kidney, the liver, you will come to appreciate that. You also have to treat it with that aspect of quality that you can perceive it deserves. You deserve the best. That's what I want somebody to leave here with today. You deserve the utmost best. Whether you see that the system has provided a framework for that best, or is the system trying to wriggle itself out of where it is, just know that as individual, as the being that you are, you deserve quality. It belongs to you. And because this undeserving mindset is the only reason why some people never even pursue the concept of excellence in their whole life.
Mm.
They feel it's out of reach. I understand. In fact, a greater study that I did shows that our culture of slavery can also impact on our thirst for excellence in our life.
Mm.
So jokingly, our great grandfathers might have been slaves in cultures and they didn't plan to it. And the way it works is a generation can subconsciously pass out lessons to the next generation. They preserve it with some proverbs, with some life. And you look at the chain of our culture, that's basically how we exist. I mean, we don't use books to transfer this knowledge.
Mm.
We transfer it with folk tales,
Philosophies.
philosophies,
Mm.
it's proverbs, and it impacts on how you're going to see life. So this slavery contest can push you into what? Into mediocrity. And you think you just deserve anything. Now coming to the concept of relationship. When you feel you deserve the best, you also come quickly into the junction to know that every human being in your life deserves also the
The
best.
best. And you treat them
And
accordingly.
you treat them with that spirit.
Mm.
Once that chain is not there, the value you put on others is a reflection of the value you put on yourself. The value you put on yourself is also a reflection of what you put on other people. So if you think that, yeah, they can take anything, yeah, I'm in a service place, I have a girlfriend, I have a brother, I have a sister, but I think I can do anything to her because he or she is not of worth. To
Mm.
me, it's just another number. That's how probably you will run your life. That's why you won't look at a life as a special thing.
Mm.
And that's where I think most times the journey to excellence begin from. When people become deserving or think every human being around them deserves to be comfortable, deserve the best, have the highest possible quality, and therefore we set them to be the best.
Mm.
Now, I understand what I'm saying, that in some cultures this is absent, but you and I know that culture does not negate principles. In
Oh, yeah.
fact, if a behavior or a mindset is prevalent, it will not push down the consequences of the principles that they have applied or not applied. Everything is based on principles. So as I discussed this, some people are looking at our country content that, hey, I live in Nigeria and you're discussing excellence. Human beings deserve the best. Man must survive. Don't you get it? You live in Lekki, VI. That's why you're talking like this. Yes, it's not because I live there that I'm talking like I'm talking. I'm talking because I've recognized the principles that pushes people to the excelling positions of life, that pushes them from where they are and helps them to create value. And the value they create impact on their environment. And they can start the journey right. If you think anybody has not put value on you, and you think you don't have to also put value on yourself, you are just destroying this great gift that God planted on your heart. Please recognize and starting from Ajegula, starting from Oshodi, starting from everywhere you live. Put value on yourself, put value on other people. I personally feel that it's the value that we put on people that determines whether we put a rickety bus on the road
Mm.
or we dare to clean it and make it up. It's not resources that is the greatest problem. It's our thought of whether we are deserving of the highest quality of life that makes us provide that resources for people to
Mm.
live. I mean, I lived in this city. I understand where excellence can say in the center of excellence, your life is mediocrity. It's even less than mediocrity
Mm.
and along the way because of this concept. If you walk on the back, you know that every customer, whether they bring $1,000 or they bring just 2 pennies to you, you will recognize and see that there is a value in this person. If you provide any form of service, you want to go extra mile when you understand that he or she is of the same value that I have. Now let's come back to relationship. So when I see two people or a guy, a girl, and they say they love each other, it's not going to be about their body only. It's not that, oh, we want to really get down there and see and get excited. It's that we begin to understand the value in each other. We begin to pursue that value. We begin to develop it. And sorry, in the good term of it, we begin to add more value to each other. We become a person of excellence. I mean, I can't sleep with you. I don't know your house. I date you for 1 year. I don't know where you stay. We live in that world that anything just goes. You see the club, you go to a club in the night or go to a party, get the girl to come, and when the girl comes, just do whatever you want to do, and you start life. It's lowering standards. It's not for the kings. Let me say it like that. There is a preservation, there is a lifestyle, like I say to people, there's a lifestyle of the palace.
Mm.
It doesn't take any, there's a lifestyle of excellence that does not just take anything. I think why people in our coaching program, I'll be sharing with people, there is only incinerators that take everything. It's only dustbins that take anything. Throw
Oh
anything
my
there, it's
God.
fine.
It didn't take it.
Your
There you
life
go.
cannot just take anything. In fact, you are where you are today because of you are taking everything you are taking. Every guy, every girl, just because it's love space to be filled. they come and feel it. I can manage him now. It's because you are managing. That is why you are where you are today. If you stop managing with the concept of management you think is right, you probably will move your life to this excellent standard that you also know you deserve. So I challenge somebody, stop managing.
Mm.
Stop managing the way you're managing. Stop managing the friend. Stop managing the boy because you think there is no other option. You deserve more if you think that you actually have a person of value. And in this context too, you manage the plates, you manage the cutlery, you manage the bed, you manage the car, you manage the clothes, you manage the baba, you manage the road, you manage the teacher, you manage everything.
People are managing lives
So
now.
yeah,
When you ask them, how far, how you doing? Say, I'm
we are
managing.
That's why life will end up in mediocrity for a lot of people because all the sequence of their life is just let's tolerate it, let's manage. We are no longer pushing for higher standards. The dreams are cut short, the expectations are lowered, and because the foundation of excellence is in expectation, because excellence means you're exceeding something. What are you really exceeding? You're exceeding an expectation. You have this standard, you have this thought, you have something you think should be, and that's the baseline for excellence. If I can improve your expectations, I cannot improve your culture of excellence. You meet and exceed expectation. That's how you push out mediocrity. Are you getting that? And the second closest definition to it is that you extract for details. Excellence is not just in the result, it's in processes. People are waiting for the ultimate result when they discuss excellence, but you and I know that life is made up of fragments, smaller fragments of things. So if you want it to get better, you will also pay attention to the little details that you don't want to pay attention to. So you have a carpenter, for example, that makes the stool in your house, and your stool or chair is dancing. You've been on those type of stool before. It's a poor attention to processes, details. They can't extract, you can't put it and separate it. That if I miss an inch here, it's going to lead to this place.
Affects.
If I do this, it's been used to let's manage it. That's come back to the word management that we have abused with our mediocre mindset. Are you getting that? But in the concept, it has to meet with details. Don't focus on result. I challenge you. Focus on the details because in the details are the results that you're going to get. Then you've got to love change. Change is important in the culture of excellence. That means excellence is not a destination, it's a journey. It's an habit you have to be willing to be better, to improve, to step up the quality you had than what you had yesterday, to break your own records. Because life is not competition, it's never about your neighbor, it's about you and thinking of the quality you have yesterday. So, whatever you do and whatever you are trying to achieve, put the culture of change, of moving things from where it is to where it can be. It demands energy. It demands you doing things differently. It demands you to be on your toes like you have never been before. It pushes out, but really, it's the best of you coming out. So don't be afraid of change because why a lot of people are stranded in our world today is because they are afraid to move life from where it is to it should be. They are afraid of trying new things because they feel a couple of times they just shut down and say, this is not for me. Excellent people are always exploring. They are exploring possibilities. They are shifting grounds. So in your profession, for example, if you don't want to be a coder, like a friend of mine shared somewhere, you've got to love to move things from where it is to where it can be.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent recognize change everywhere they go. And it might not be comfortable. It might not even make so much sense to you at the beginning, but explore. Explore. See it like that. Then I've mentioned energy because you need to use energy to achieve all of the dynamics I'm saying. So you notice the excellent people have a dimension they use their energy. They don't waste it. They don't dissipate it. So young people, I challenge you. I am also very young. Don't dissipate your energy. That girl is not dissipate it. Preserve it. In relationship principles, I say this to people. I said love is like dollars that we spend. So you are 15 or you are 14, you have started dating. Also, you have dated two guys already. By the time you are 20, they are 10, no, they are 7 already. Then I'm asking, when you get to the real marriage, what will you now use? You understand? You now get married at 27 after the 15th person. In fact, you are disoriented already about who a man is and what the man does. So you say words like, men, you can never trust men. They are all useless people. Another one will say his own version. Says, we can never trust women. They are all useless people. It's because you have dissipated energy in the wrong direction. That's why you come out with that powerful summary that you think you can write a book on. If you wait with this energy concept, you preserve your energy. You channel it towards the right cause. You channel it towards moving your life, helping people to get better. You try to do it with visioning. You do it with goal settings. You do it with learning new skills. You do it with active things online. You are actually going to see that the quality of your life will improve without you using your energy. And the last one is on this leverage. Remember, I started with what expectations, I moved to X-ray, then I also said change is important, then I put a what? Energy. Then the last one is leverage. So I got the definition of the leverage from my mentor recently. He said he's seeking to use little things to achieve a lot. And I'm sensitive to that because in our world, we think the little thing does not matter. Throw it, trash it. No, little things count. From today, if you want to build a culture of excellence in your house, the little things will have to matter to you. Little things will have to matter to you. And it's not a function of your temperament. It's a function of the principles that guide our world. So you've got to say, Bob, I don't care. It's too small. Leave it. You have to care. You have to see how you can leverage with little things and use these little things to achieve a lot like that. In fact, when you add so many little things together, you know what it becomes? It becomes the doing the little you have now. You said the money is not enough. How are you treating the money? You say you don't have a boyfriend and you need a relationship badly. I'm just asking you, how are you treating people around your life? All girls are bad. Then how are you treating the ones that are even in your life right now? It's in the mystery of little that we get the much that we are looking at. Nobody deserves more when they have not managed the little they have very well. Everywhere you are, it's a guarantee that you can explore more if you use this part of your life very well. And I challenge you to use this part of your life very well with the culture of excellence. So I know the question in your heart is, yeah, those things are they are very theoretical. What else can I do? I'm going to say five D's you need to do that can shift you to the culture of excellence and make you start a journey to excellence in your personal life. And I can't but start from this one I've mentioned in passing. It's your desire. I cannot change your life until I change your desire. And the desire we have always said in this place is the recurring thought in your heart. How tilted are your consistent thoughts towards quality, towards excellence? Or you still want to stay with the average and the mediocre? Are you getting that? It's that desire that creates the second dissatisfaction. A lot of people are okay with where they are. They've entered their comfort zone. And comfort zone is your enemy. It's not a friend. If you sink into the comfort zone, I'm not saying that you should not be contented. Did you get it? Contentment is different from comfort that I'm describing. Contentment is that you look back at where you are and you look at where you're going and you're grateful for it. Comfort zone is that you settle where you are because you look at, oh, I have moved this much. People who achieve excellence in their life are people who are constantly dissatisfied with where they are. They are dissatisfied with what they are doing. They are grateful that it happened. They don't take it that it was them that made everything happen, but they are willing to explore another dimension. They are not tied to yesterday's success. They are not tied to yesterday's glory or the happenings of that. They are grateful for it, but they look forward in anticipation of a greater future. And therefore, it creates the third D. It creates the discipline. Yeah. The key word for excellence, you cannot separate excellence from discipline. Because if you do anything anyhow in any way, you will get mediocrity as a result. It's discipline that constrains us. It's discipline that holds us back into some actions our thought or our body wants to do. And we tell ourselves, I will not, because this doesn't fall with the standards. It's discipline that will make you see a girl and you know she's very vulnerable to you. And like we say, the chick likes me. And you tell yourself, I'm not going to sleep with her. It's discipline.
Hmm.
And guys, it's a big secret. The girl respects you when you're not getting down, especially when you're not ready, when you know that you're not married to the girl. And you make it clear that this is my position about this.
It's about standards.
It's high standards.
Hmm.
It's discipline that makes you go against what your flesh feels is right. And when you feel like, why can't I do this? It's discipline that preserves. Hmm? And excellence also starts like that. That flows into organizations anyway. It flows into families because it's this discipline link that is missing in our generation. That's why we are where we are today. We need to be more aware of this concept of discipline. Then you will need to be deliberate. And the last one is what I've explained briefly, is the concept of paying attention to details. I can't talk about details enough, especially in our culture and part of the world, that the roads, we've not paid attention to the details. The houses were built, we've not paid attention to the details. In fact, the car we use, details is absent from it. And I challenge us that we need to be that person who pay attention to the details if we want to be a person of excellence, because that's the secret. Excellence does not just happen, we actually create excellence. With each step we take, with each thought we think, with whatever we review and we call right or wrong, we are on that journey to creating excellence or building for mediocrity. But my challenge is that we should build for excellence this day because we can do all this. It will make a difference in your life, make a difference in your community, make a difference in your family, even make a difference in your walk with God. Thank you very much.